you share what you had to share, brother. This is from I did a live stream a couple of days ago on Commodian, okay, in English, and he was basically a Latin poet. Some believe that he came from Gaza. Some believe, that he might have originated from Italy. But the importance that we gather from this person is that he was living in the 3rd century, in the mid-3rd century. So we're talking about 240, 230. So this is very important, brother, because Commodianus basically is teaching monarchianism. Many scholars, historians have said it's clear that the language of Commodianus is it doesn't resemble Trinitarian language. It really has a patri-passion monarchian flavor to the way he describes God. And if you allow me, brother, I just want to share this. This is in chapter, I believe this is chapter this is 40, chapter 40. So this is the instructions of Commodianus in favor of Christian discipline against the God of the heathens. And by the way, in that live stream I did the other day, the Gelasian decree, Pope Gelasius banned this book in the 5th, 6th century, somewhere around there. He banned this book and said this book is not to be read by Catholics. So this is very, very important. Now, look what it says here. Again, to the same. There is not an unbelieving people. And is this large, brother, enough? Is this large enough on the screen? Okay. There is not an unbelieving people such as yours, and you have the Latin on the right, if you're interested. O evil men. So he's talking to the Jews. O evil men, in so many places and so often rebuked by the law of those who cry aloud, and the lofty one despises your Sabbath. So in some translations, like my one, it says the Almighty despises your Sabbaths, and altogether rejects your universal monthly feasts according to law, that ye should not make to him the commanded sacrifice, who told you to throw a stone for your offense. If any should not believe that he had perished by an unjust death, and that those who were beloved were saved by other laws, thence that life was suspended on the tree. Did you see that? That life was suspended, that's the cross, on the tree, and believe not on him. God himself is the life. He himself was suspended for us, but ye with hardened hearts insult him. Isn't that amazing, brother? Wow. Where it says that life, right? The life which was given in the garden, the Garden of Eden, there was the life of tree, the life of the tree of good, of knowledge of good and evil. And then you had the tree of life. And he's basically showing that this is symbolically showing that the one who gave life in the garden was God. And that same life that was given to Adam and Eve was suspended on the tree. Isn't that beautiful how he shows the tree of life and that cross, in the symbolic way? And he's saying God himself is the life. Makes perfect sense, because Genesis 2 verse 7 says the Spirit of God breathed in the nostrils of Adam, right? God breathed the Spirit of life into the nostrils of Adam, and Adam became a living soul. And we know 1 Corinthians 15 verse 45, it says the first Adam was created a living being, but the last Adam was the life-giving spirit. And we've already established that the Father of spirits, the one who gives life, is God the Father. But we also know that according to books like the Apocalypse of Thomas, we see the Son of God alluded as the Father of spirits, the one who is the Father, literally, of spirit. So here it's clearly monarchian, brother. God himself. That's personal. It's one person. God himself is the life. He himself was suspended for us. And then he goes on to say, but you have hardened your hearts. You have rejected him. So that connects with all the passages we've just read, brother. In 1 John 3, verse 1-3, the world you knew him not, right? So just wanted to share that quickly, brother. That's all I have. I really wanted to share that.
And it's beautiful because it shows, remember, John 14:6, he's the way, the truth, the life. I mean, it's only him.
Right.
This blood on the cross. Spirit had to have a fleshly form, a fleshly body. It's
absolutely.
him.